Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new series here on the channel. We're back in the world of Factorio for Factorio. Mini Mega Base modded. I told you that we wanted to get this series out sooner or later, and it is time for the sooner rather than the later. Anyway, I am playing a little bit different world generation settings. We are playing a Railworld, actually using the stock Railworld setting with a few modifications to water and oil. And oh my god, look at that oil. Holy crap, we are going to have a robust oil industry. Railworld encourages you to build trains because you don't have a lot of resources in your initial area, and the resource patches, well, tending to be big, tend to not be very dense in your starting region, and they get more dense as you get further out. 1.3 million iron ore there, though. That's not bad. However, stone, this is the only stone deposit we seem to have, and this is only 253,000, and we are going to need stone. Oh my god, and we have like no uranium at all. We're going to need stone in order to make tracks, so that's going to be a serious consideration, is it not? I'm going to want miners on coal and miners on iron. Can I reasonably get those in the same, like, visual area here? Yeah, so coal, iron, and then the copper and stone are way down below. Okay, fine. I can deal with this. How much wood do I don't have wood. I don't have wood, guys. I don't got wood. I need to go get wood. Can you help me get wood? Please? Pretty please? I need help getting wood, guys. Anyway, this is why my channel is totally 100% advertiser friendly, ladies and gentlemen. 100% advertiser friendly. Anyway, the world of Factorio, for me, as you are well aware, is all about the happy little trees and the happy little rocks, and you know, the fact that there's no mistakes here in Factorio. There's just happy little accidents. It's the Bob Ross world for me, the world that you cannot screw up, you cannot make worse, you can't you can't screw things over for me here. This is Factorio, man. This is Factorio, and I love it. Absolutely adore it. Anyway, that should be plenty of the wood. I've been following the Friday Fun Facts. The developers of Factorio release them on their forums as like sort of a dev blog every Friday. And very interesting things coming in the future. They want to change the UI in a lot of good ways, like ways that should have been there from the beginning, basically. They want to change the UI. Out of rocket. What the I have like the auto place thing, and it's trying to put rocket fuel in these things automatically for some reason, and I don't know why that's a thing. Like that don't make no sense to me at all on why you would want to stick rocket fuel in these furnaces. We should probably harvest ourselves a little bit more wood and also a little bit more stone. We're gonna need stone in order to accomplish anything here. So let's grab some wood on the way south. Once again, I love getting wood. Baby, I love it when you give me wood. Yeah, Factorio. Oh, I love it when you give me wood, man. Anyway, piddly 12-year-old jokes aside, let's get on down here and let's start mining some stone. We're gonna have to do a little bit manually, not a whole hell of a lot. I mean, probably at least like 10. I mean, not necessarily 10, but you know, 10 would be a good start. Actually, I don't need to. I am stupid. I harvested stone already, so let's just do 2 more, making it even 5, so we can actually build a furnace out of it, and we'll call it a day on that. Now we just need some wood, and let's head up and get ourselves some iron plates from that drill that we just did, the drill and furnace, and then we can make ourselves a drill for the stone, and then I won't need to mine stone by hand anymore. Oh my goodness, wouldn't that be lovely? I think it'd be lovely. We got plenty of stone to get started with. We can get some iron mines going. We can get some stone mines going. Yeah, there we go. Let's build 2 of these and 2 more of these, and we're actually like out of stone as a result. But that's okay. Look at that high def goodness. Is there? What's this? Oh, that's resource monitor. Right. Okay, I know what that is. That's the resource monitor mod. I just don't have a resource monitor out yet, so I can't do anything with it at the moment. All right, there we go. let's do some of this and some of that, and we are going to need to get ourselves some more stone. But, oh, I built 2 furnaces like a doofus. Like a doofery doofus. Well, rather than being a doofery doofus, let's just grab ourselves a little bit more fuel here, and we're going to go get a stone miner set up. And then we will be in the money, so to speak. Yeah, so the mod list is going to be in the description, but the sort of objective of this playthrough is called Mini Mega Base Railworld. We're going to set up an awesome little rail base with a rail depot to unload everything. Maybe multiple rail bases, I don't know. We'll see how things go. And the goal is to get sort of mega base level productions using modded devices. Mod lists will of course be in the description, as they are always in the games that I play with mods. We've got a good little selection of many mods that I have always enjoyed playing with in the past, and I figure this might be a neat little idea. I'm going to build an iron chest of wood. Or not of wood. What am I talking? I'm going to build an iron chest of stone. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. An iron chest of stone. Because we want to get stoned. Like, we want all the stone, and we want it in us now. Anyway, we got these 2. Oh, right. I've got reach. I just took the wood. I just took wood from this. Anyway. Urgh! As I press all the keys on the keyboard that are not the ones that I want. I have the reach mod now. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it so much. Let's get up here and start mining some coal. This isn't a particularly big coal patch. We do have a second coal patch up there. How much is in each of them? 1.2 million and 790,000. So there is actually a decent amount of coal underneath it. It's just not particularly big. I want the wood. Oh, that's not wood. That's actually coal. Yeah. There's a decent amount under. I can't build more of those now, so why am I bothering with this? Also, these took coal automatically. Okay, so rocket fuel, it won't put it tries to do rocket fuel, but if I have coal, it'll put the coal in automatically. That's good. I love not having to walk all the way across the map. Oh my goodness, it's so good. Also, I don't need to go all the way down here to get my stone anymore. I just need to, find my stone. There it is. I mean, I can almost just do this iron. It's closer to the stone than this iron up here is. But, this iron is closer to the coal, so whatevs. We're going to build 2 more for the coal, and then let's build like 1, 2, 3, 4 more for the iron, and then we're going to need even more stone to build the furnaces that we're going to need for those. And let's get this stuff up and running. So I'm going to put you like this and you like this. Very good, very good. E, no, not E. What the hell is, Q, that's the key I'm looking for. So you can go there, and all will be well. All of you are going to fuel up. And we can start getting ourselves some coal. Which is good. It's very good. More iron is needed, and we are out of stone again. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get myself like 4 to 7 iron mines going, my coal mine's up and running, my stone mine's up and running, and my copper mine's up and running. And I think I'll be back. You probably don't want to see even more of this. It's just going to be repeating what I've already done. And, talking about nothing at all. When I come back, I will talk about some of the mods we're playing with. Okay, so we've got ourselves 2 miners working on copper. We've got ourselves 2 miners working on stone, just going into one single chest. And I really should have put the iron down here, because it would have been a hell of a lot closer to our base. But instead, we put it up here, and it's closer to the coal. So, that's something, I suppose. It's closer to the coal. Anyway, we've got 7 on here, and I actually have 6 guys working on coal right now, and I love being able to do this from all the way across the map. Oh, thank goodness. Also, Bottleneck is back. Fan-friggin-tastic. So what can we do here? I'm going to want to start a offshore pump. That's definitely going to be a requirement. And then I believe I'm going to want a full 20 boilers. We also have electric boilers here. Electric boilers, it might seem silly using electricity to make electricity. They're not for making electricity. Electric boilers are for making steam so that you can you do the coal liquefaction process because it needs steam as an input in order to do that. Anyway, we're going to do 5, 10, 15, 20 boilers to get started with, and then we're going to need like 40 steam engines on top of that. That takes a whole crapski of iron. So I'm going to be collecting iron for a while, guys. So, yeah. Go big or go home. We are definitely going to go big. And then maybe go home after. I will be back when I refuel my stuff a little bit and build all the stuff I need. And we are going to start working on power. And then the fun will begin. We'll start setting up our sort of mining layout. But I did promise to talk about mods, so let's take a second to talk about that while this is all going on. We are playing with none of the super big, massively game-changing mods like Bob's Mods or Yuki Industries or anything like that. What we are playing with, though, obviously, the electric boiler. We're playing with electric furnaces, so there's electric versions of all the furnaces, which we won't be using the stone or steel ones. We will be using, out of this mod, the Mark II and Mark III furnaces, though. That's the reason we have that. We also have, we basically have most of, what is his name? Gottlag's mods. He does electric furnaces. Gottlag does this mod here, which is the gas vent incinerator. Flare stack. Flare stack is the name. It's right there in the description. Flare stack, which lets you void liquids. We have flow control, which is also a Gottlag mod. We have waterfill, although it looks like there's 2 different recipes for waterfill here. I don't know why. Green waterfill, deep. Oh, there's multiple. Oh, there are different deep waterfill. That's why. Okay, makes sense. It's for different kinds of water. So we got all of those. I have lighted electric poles, which is very important to us. We have a whole bunch of things you don't see here as well because we just do not have the tech for them. So if we actually go into the tech tree and take a peek at what some of these are, I probably will still not be able to find what most of them are because holy crap, that's really low res looking. I feel like you could do better than that, especially since the boilers are high res graphics as it is. I don't have Gottlag's nuclear trains. I really liked his version, not 14 version of it, and I might add it with a newer version in eventually, but I don't have that. Anything else that there's a shit ton of mods. Like, just look at the video description to see. Oh, advanced solars. So advanced solars adds it makes solar panels 3-tiered, and or is it more than that? Solar panel, advanced solar panel, elite solar panel, ultimate. Okay, it makes it 4-tiered, and every time you go up a tier, it's 10 times more powerful. You end up spending a little more than 10 times the cost in order to make them, but they're 10 times more powerful. So the actual footprint that they make is much smaller, hence mini megabase, right? Instead of having a map covered in solar panels, we have a map that has 10 times fewer of them. And that's only, you know, the advanced version, then 10 times fewer yet for elite and 10 times fewer yet for ultimate. What else do we got going on here besides this shit? I really wanted Exoskeleton Mark II, but it's not updated. I really wanted Ammo Box, because it has this Turret Mark II that has like a logistics chest on it, and it's not updated either. It doesn't work. We got Power Armor Mark III. It's in here somewhere. That's a good little mod. Definitely going to look forward to Power Armor Mark III. I don't know if I have anything that's really modded for turrets or anything like that, then. Do not knows. What the hell is this? Energy Shield Mark II. Okay. It looks like an exoskeleton. Energy Shield Mark III. That comes from Power Armor Mark III. Also these other things. There's the Power Armor Mark III right there. Ion Cannon. Orbital Ion Cannon. Yes, we've got that. That's a big one. Orbital Ion Cannon is huge. It's a gardening tool, as Colonel Will would say. Fantastic. Okay, anyway, that's a quick rundown of the technology in a show that I have basically no idea what mods I have because I know I have more than that. Oh, we have Upgrade Planner, and we have Resource Monitor, yet another Resource Monitor fork. All fantastico mods. But for the meantime, I am going to continue gathering resources and getting the crap that I need in order to do the crap that I need to do. And we'll be back once we are ready to go. See you soon. Alrighty, so we are building up some engines right now, and we're just going to come into this area here and start cutting out some trees, clearing territory that we need in order to gain access to this flat wall here and lots of space. because I want to start building power into here. And I think what we're going to do in the future is actually use waterfill maybe to fill in like a flat border like this so that we can build more steam engines down this line. But for now, this is going to be just a single go at this, and we'll see how we can make this work. I'm going to need to clear pretty much all of these trees out in this direction, and unfortunately I do not yet have granadas, because granadas are fantastic for this. As you remember, they are one of our favorite tree gardening tools. I mean, if I had an orbital ion cannon right now, I would definitely blast these freaking trees with an ion cannon. But that's not necessary, is it? No, see, in some worlds, there are happy little trees, and the happy little trees belong in the world. In our world, though, and remember, we are in charge of our world. In our world, there could be anything we want. There could be a happy little tree, or there could just be a bunch of sad little stumps. And I'm kind of feeling like, you know, every now and then a world just needs to have sad things in it, because it's not a happy world if it's not balanced. And our happy little world here is definitely going to have a whole bunch of sad stumps down by this water line, because this is where the power is going in. I am going to very quickly get automation so that I can, well, very quick. I could have had automation by now if I didn't want to build 40 steam engines all at once at the start of the game. Okay, relative to what we're doing here, relative to the rest of the stuff we're doing, I want to very quickly have automation so that I can build waterfill to actually make that dream, so to speak, a reality. I'm noticing our resource distribution here too, and I'm definitely going to move miners for iron over to this one because it's just so much closer to the copper. If power goes in here, then I have to decide where I want to stick production. If oil is going to be up here, presumably, because look at this freaking oil field, and coal is going to be coming from the north, then it would stand to reason that smelting something could go in here, oil can go off to the side, and then a bus can run down this direction, for example. I don't know. Maybe. There could be a forest there. There could be all kinds of other stuff. I'm not really sure what challenges we're going to face just yet, but what I do know is that we can start getting some of these guys in. So, I don't have pipes, unfortunately, because I didn't start building them, but if I put something like this, and then I put the boilers, no, see, the boilers are going to go on the wrong side if I do this. We don't want the boilers on the wrong side. So let's actually move this down a little bit, give ourselves a little bit of room to work with here. Maybe like that much room to work with. And then let's take a peek at some of these boilers. If we just give ourselves a modicum of underground space like this, this would give us the actual underground plus 2 tiles and then the above ground, if that makes sense. So we'll do 1 boiler, 2, 3 boilers. Do I have room? Oh, we definitely do not have room for the steam engines on these boilers. So, yeah, you know what? Let's build the steam engines first, shall we? If we want the steam engines, and we want 2 of the steam engines, that means the water is actually going to go somewhere more like right here. And this is actually going to be colossally large. For the record, like this is going to be obscene, is what this is going to be. All right, let's lay it down. That's going to be underground, 1, 2, underground. Right there, very good. 1, and how do I need to separate this? I think I'm going to separate it like this, and then like this. Does that make sense? Dooch, 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 dooch. Yeah, that makes sense. 1, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And we actually almost cleared enough trees to make this work, didn't we? Oh, guys, though. We can get some pipe now, so let's get our 1 pipe to ground and a whole bunch of this pipe, and that's going to use up all of the iron that I currently have on me. Like, I have 0 iron left, but you know what I do have? I have 40 steam engines, and 40 steam engines is nothing to shake your wang at. That is a lesson that I was taught. I was taught by my father. He was a conductor at the railway. This is going to wonderful places. 40 steam engines in a railway context is nothing to shake your wang at. You absolutely should not do that. You could result in injury. Yeah, you could result in some big serious injuries. Also, I have squeak through, and oh my goodness, I can squeak through. It's so good. I can squeak through these pipes too. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. I like it a lot, a lot, a lot. Anyway, underground, you go from there to there. Very good. So, the boilers are all fired up with water. And look at that, they're actually working. I had coal in my inventory. Great, googly moogly. I had coal in my inventory and they burned it. They got it. Oh, we are already generating power. Yo. Okay, so I am going to go with burner inserters this time. I almost always favor standard inserters for your power system over burner inserters. A lot of people make the argument that the benefit of having burner inserters is that you don't get like this feedback loop effect where if you run out of power in your base, your inserters that insert the coal into the thingamajiggers, the burners, the boilers, that's it. They stop working if you have electric ones, and they don't stop working if you have burner ones. So it sort of prevents this feedback loop where if you run out of power, you no longer have the means to generate any more power if you do it with electric ones. I still prefer electric ones, though. That's the stupidest fucking argument I've ever heard in the world, because if you run out of power, you're going to need manual intervention anyway, so who the fuck gives a shit how you get it back? But yeah, you know what? Whatever, to each their happy little own. Remember, there's no mistakes here. 5, 10, 15, 20. We're going to do 20 burners, though, this time, because, you know, reasons. And then let's get ourselves a whole bidgel bunch of Transporto Beltos. And while we're at it, let's get ourselves a labby lab, which is, it should be under production, right? Yeah, there we go. A laboratory and science. 5, 10. Let's just make 10 red science to begin with. And let's start production on automation to begin with. There we go. Very good. I could have been, like, you know, handcrafting this stuff the entire time, but I wasn't because I'm apparently just lazy like that. Also, we're probably going to want some electric mining drills. We're going to want some more furnaces. We should definitely maybe start constructing those in time. I don't need an upgrade planner yet. Oh yes, we have ore eraser in case I decide I want to erase an ore patch in a Railworld map where ore is so precious that, you know, I would sell you for more ore. Out of rocket fuel. Oh, too bad. I'm out of rocket fuel, yo. Do I actually want to space it like this, or do I want to space them, like, together in groups of 2 like that? I don't know. Let's just space it like this. Send it into the center of it. Why not? It's not like it looks ugly or anything. It totally doesn't look ugly, and I'll fight you if you say it does. Anyway, where do we want our coal to run into this from? It would be really great if there was coal below us, but what are the odds that we just march down here and we find a coal patch just waiting to be exploited? Probably astronomically small, since this is a Railworld map, and there are very sparse of all the resources. Yeah, no, actually we find a giant colossal body of water. Actually, water is very high on this map. I've been afraid to, like, I'm like, our starting zone is hardly surrounded by water. It's hardly surrounded by water. I guess all we really need to do is explore a little bit, and we would find the water. Alright, well, we're going to continue working on this science in the labs, and I'm going to go figure out a way to run this coal in, and I'll be back once we figure that all out. Alright, I have an idea about how we're going to plumb this through. We're just going to run it right between these 2 iron patches because, I mean, that's what I do. And besides, this entire thing is going to get torn up eventually. It's going to be a Railworld. Like, all of these resources are going to get mined out sooner rather than later, and we're going to have train stations set up, and then those train stations are going to deliver their goods. And actually, I should be thinking about how I want to deliver coal via train then, shouldn't I? I should probably make that part of the plan going into this rather than just, you know, building all willy-nilly like. But, you know, whatever. I'm Liz. This is my happy little world, and I'll do what I want with it. So the unfortunate thing here is that we are actually running in a little too close. We do need to bend the coal up a little bit, but that's fine. I can just take care of that when I get here. There's no pressing concern that requires me to do that further up the line. Actually, it could look... Oh, fuck, we just lost our tool. I'm building like 3 or 4 more iron tools, and I don't have any room in my inventory at the moment. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what, then? Rather than dig all that stuff out, let's do this. Let's lay down some electric poles. I still like the idea of putting like the electric poles like this. I know this is like twice as many electric poles as I need. Actually more than that, because the ones at the end I don't need at all. And I only need 1 in between each steam engine set. But I just like it. It looks good. It looks too good. It looks fan-freaking-tastic. And also we don't need to power our inserters anymore, so that's a thing too, I suppose. But they're going to eat crap tons of coal. We prepared to go through copious amounts of coal. And when I say copious, I mean copious amounts of coal. Let's put this good guy right here. We'll stick a labby lab there. We'll stick these in, and we're going to start generating some power. Because we got the power in our corner now. Yeah, anyway, let's get ourselves some drills as well. That's nice. 6 of them. I figure 6 drills for coal at the start of the game should be, you know, more than adequate. Significantly more than adequate, in fact. How do I actually want to run this? You know what? I think I want to run it all the way back this way, don't I? And I want to run it through there, rather than run it down here. Ooh, can I do that? Can I make that happen? Can I make that a reality? Maybe. This water is going to cause problems with that, but how can I run belts? Oh yeah, I could totally do that. We'll run a belt like right here, and we can expand that to 2 belts in the future if we so choose. But for now, we are going to run the one. I love how I can, you know, walk completely away from everything, and the world is fine. I don't need to be close to what I'm building, I just need to build it. Also, I don't need to be close to what I'm picking up. Oh my god, how did I live without Reach? How did I live without Bottleneck? How did I live without mods in general in Factorio? It's like Minecraft. How do you live without mods? Seriously, why play Minecraft without mods? I mean, there's plenty of people who are going to say because it's a really fun and engaging game and it rewards creativity and it's awesome and I can play it with my kids and it's just awesome. Fuck, it's awesome. But, I mean, God, that's so lame. You know, the fact that you have a perfect excuse just ready is so lame. Yeah, should we just get optics immediately? No, the next research is going to be a Lodgy Lodge, and we're probably just going to make 10 packs of that, or 20 packs? Is it 20 packs? It's 20 packs of that ourselves. Yeah, so we want to run it right here. Right? No, we want to run it right here. My bad. My bad, yo. My bad. My bad. Damn it. There we go. And the reason we want to run it right there is because we're going to put splitters right here and then run the stuff along the line like this. But we're not going to be putting splitters until we actually have logistics in place, and we don't have logistics in place yet. So let's just, you know, run the giant, colossal, monumental, staggering... We ran out. We ran out. Will not break. Will not break. It broke. Anyway, let's get up here and dump a little bit of science into... Look at all those science packs. Holy shit. So, new update. Labs can pull science packs. Like, inserters can pull science packs out of labs and insert them into new labs behind them now. So, you only need to have the belts come into the first set of labs, and then they could pull between themselves. Which I think is a colossally jawsome feature for the game. It adds marvelously. This is the only uranium we have, and I really love how it glows because the uranium glow at night is just so nice. Like, it looks so cool as a resource. Good job, devs. But I would love to have been staring at a much bigger pile because that's actually not a whole lot of uranium. Like, it takes a lot of uranium to get the good stuff that you need for power, and that honestly is kind of anemic when it comes to uranium deposits. Yeah, this should be fine. 1, 2, tray, and that could be 1, 2, tray right there. And we are going to need a crap ton more belts. More belts, please. Alright, well, in the meantime, since I'm going to need that crap ton more belts, we can also run a power line straight down here on the way back, because, you know, I've got like 44 more of these. Should be enough to make it down there. I mean, if it's not enough to make it down there, I would be seriously, seriously depressed. That's a lot of power lines. Our light goes off. Fantastico. Yeah, we're going to be just fine. Still, we've used half of them already, though. But we're in the forest. We should be home free in a second. Yeah, there we go. And we'll just place one right there, and he's connected into the power grid, the happy power grid, just like that. We need a few more inserters for business over here, or not inserters, belts. What am I on? You can get the rest of these packs, which means we're actually very close to being able to get that splitter that we need for this coal. And now it's just time to finish off the belts. And we're going to have power up and running and coal up and running, and then we can, you know, start doing like iron and copper and all that kind of shit. But I think when we get this coal up and running, it's going to be a good place to end this episode. We spent a lot of time doing very early initial game stuff. Luckily, we've had a lot of other things to talk about, like some of the mods that we're featuring, some of the concept of what this series is going to be about, and all that good stuff. But we won't always have the luxury of being able to talk about these things. There we go. And now I just need to power you. And how do I power you? I will do this to power you. Oh, it would be really nice if you would have worked. Well, I am going to do this anyway. And we're going to put one there. And there we go. 6 drills working on Zircoli coal in like 15 freaking minutes. When this makes its way down to the power plant, I'll be back to show you the fruits of our loom. Our labor. Labor. Right. Not loom. I'll be back. Alright, I'm not kidding. The coal still isn't here yet, and I've literally taken a walk around my base, picked up all of the iron and other stuff that I had, and come all the way back. So it's gonna be a while, guys. Just bear with us, please. Should we just get optics? No, we're gonna get military. Come on. Although I don't think I'm gonna automate, or I don't think I'm gonna hand bomb this military stuff. So we just got ourselves a logi, which means we can get ourselves our splitter. Oh right, we also have loaders, but I don't use that stupid, fancy, crazy, retardo graphic loader. I use you know, the vanilla-like loader graphic. I really think these loaders are nothing like what they were meant to look like either, but they're sort of what they turned out as. So you need to go right here, right? And then you would just continue straight. I believe that's how we wanted to do this. I'm concerned about, like, we would naturally want to have another run of these on the other side of this belt, but I'm concerned about how much coal that these are just going to devour as time goes by. What's the loader recipe? 5 inserters, 5 circuits. Gear. Oh yeah, okay. So it's not exactly cheap. It's definitely manageable, but it's not cheap. I love how these engines haven't had coal for ages and they're still going. Like they're still chooching at like 0.5 megawatt because that's what we're, you know, using for our drills. But they haven't had coal in ages. These steam boilers still have steam in them. That's why it's still going, but damn. Okay, check it out. The burner inserters will fuel themselves, and then they will fuel the boilers behind them. And then, you know, they will fuel themselves whenever they need it. So we're going to use up a good amount of coal here in the long run, but, you know, it's going to be a robust power system that's going to give us lots and lots of good for the future. Anyway, this is the sort of conventional basic steam engine build in Not 15, which is 1 offshore pump to 20 steam engines, or 20 boilers rather, to 40 steam engines. And this is just a straight along the coast setup. We'll do another one mirrored on this side of the belt. This might have to be a red belt to actually make this work. I don't know. And then I think, like I say, we're going to use a waterfill to just make this a flat coastline over here, and we'll just build whatever other power we need from steam, at least, down here. I don't anticipate needing a whole lot more power by steam than another run of these, because that's way more power in steam than I would build in vanilla, or not vanilla, in not 15. And there's nuclear plants now, so I would definitely prefer that for sort of mid-game power over a giant, colossal, freaking steam engine matrix. Anyway, when we come back in the next video, we will set up mines on our iron and our copper and our stone and our coal and all of that good stuff, and just, start tapping these resources to the extreme. I probably don't need to put this in here because, I'm about to put electric ones on, but whatever. Any coal that's not used, I'll just get back. It's fine. Also, we do need to keep mining this because we are going to need, sooner rather than later, more stone in order to build furnaces. And I can only build 104 of them right now, and let me tell you, 104 furnaces will not be enough for me. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning into this one, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope to see you again next time for more Factorio modded mini megabase, not 15. I've been Liz. Take it easy.